I have with Joe Rogan. I mean, the man has many people on the podcast, but the problem is that he spreads a lot of disinformation. Look here. Let's keep going down and let's talk about his vaccine thing. He said, this is verbatim from Joe Rogan's mouth. He said, if you're a young, healthy adult male, I don't think you should get the vaccine. So let's see, vaccine. Let's see what he said about vaccines. He backtracks. He clarified his vaccine comments, right? Obviously, you guys can. The White House commented on what I said about vaccines. It's so funny. Fauci hit you up. I can't play the video because copyright. Joe Rogan's a little bitch. He's obviously gonna copyright strike my video. So as you guys can see right there, the man's spreading disinformation. He's got a big platform. He should be fact checking everything that he does. He should really be fact checking everything. Like, dude, you should be asking Jamie, hey, is that true? Is that true? Is that true? But he didn't do that. He didn't even care. He just said what he said because he doesn't care. And the thing is, he's like, oh, and then when you ask him why did you say that and why did you spread disinformation, then Joe Rogan, he comes with, oh, I'm just a stupid guy on the internet. He feigns ignorance. That's his only answer to everything. When you say to him, oh, why did you do that? And why did you do this? He feigns ignorance. And then when you ask him about fighter pay, in the Olympics, no. Let's see. Olympic pay, right? Let's see. Let's play this.
First of all, I think the Olympics are disgusting because that lady should be getting paid millions of dollars. All of them should be getting paid millions of dollars. Like I said,
Now pay attention to what he said. He said every single person that's in the Olympics that's an athlete that's getting millions should get millions of dollars. The top athletes should get paid more money. But when you look at the UFC fighters, he has a completely different attitude. Why do you think he has that attitude? Because he's larger than life. He's this larger than life persona. I mean, I think he starts to think that his shit doesn't stink. I mean, obviously, I know people in the comments are gonna say, "Oh, you don't know what you're talking about." Of course, Joe Rogan's right. He's the paradigm of everything that's right about humanity and this and that. And this, blah, 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 blah. Like, I mean, come on, man. I mean, the guy has a lot of people on the podcast that are knowledgeable people, like Dr. Rhonda Patrick and all these other people that are on his podcast. Very educated people. They know a lot about everything. They're very educated. But the thing is, Joe, you are not a doctor. You're a podcast guy. You got lucky. The only reason that you even made any money off this YouTube stuff is because you got lucky with the podcast. You got lucky. He got lucky. And then, obviously he started to make millions and millions of dollars, and now he's investing that money back into his own podcast, which is a great thing. I'm not hating on him. Obviously I think that he did good things. He does good things. He's obviously a very accomplished podcast host. He's not a host, he owns the podcast. But I don't understand why he doesn't pay his guests. Every guest that comes onto his show, they don't get paid. They get paid in clout. They get paid in clout. And by the way, every single time he has a podcast host on here, when he brings a guest onto his podcast, every single time he does that, those hosts, no, I mean not the host, but those guests are actually not increasing their following that much. Back in the day, I think every time he used to have a podcast host on there is like, they always had like an extra, like a huge amount of followers the next day. But now it's starting to kind of like just go down a little bit. He's not really, the people that are coming on the podcast are not really getting anywhere. They're not gonna get anything after they get done with the podcast. I just don't understand why he's such a lying piece of shit. You know, it's like I get it, bro. You're making millions and millions of dollars. Like, why does this guy deserve this many views? I just don't get it, man. I really don't understand. And the problem I have with him is, why is he on Spotify instead of YouTube? We all want him on YouTube. Every single fan of Joe Rogan. I mean, I don't really consider myself a fan. I mean, I don't watch his stuff really. I only really watch a few clips here and there when I see it on YouTube. I don't really care about the guy. You know, it's like, he's making millions and millions of dollars. He's a rich man. He's privileged. But the thing is, Joe, you're privileged. And by the way, he did get COVID. So let's check this out. He did get COVID too, right? And then he spreads more disinformation. He spreads more disinformation because he tells his followers to take ivermectin. What is it called? Ivermectin, right?
I had a headache and I just felt. Hello, friends. So I got back from the road Saturday night, feeling very weary. I had a headache and I just felt just run down. And just to be cautious, I separated from my family, slept in a different part of the house. And throughout the night, I got fevers and sweats, and I knew what was going on. So I got up in the morning, got tested, and turns out I got COVID. So we immediately threw the kitchen sink at it. All kinds of meds, monoclonal antibodies, ivermectin, Z-Pak, prednisone, everything. And I also got an NA.
And by the way, those treatments are not approved. They're unapproved COVID-19 treatments. So you don't want to listen to what Joe Rogan's telling you. Don't listen to Joe Rogan. He doesn't really know anything about anything to do with medicine. He's just a guy on YouTube. He even said himself, I'm just a stupid schmuck on YouTube. I don't know what I'm talking about. He said it himself. Right here, when he was talking about the vaccine comments, dude.
She takes a picture, and in that picture is this ET. He puts the camera.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm 53. I'm old as fuck. I'm
I
almost
know.
20 years older than you.
When we celebrated
So,
your 50th,
every day. Here's the thing, like all these people that are saying, and in many ways, listen, here's the thing. These are not like planned statements. Let's be real clear.
Yeah.
When I say
But
something,
that's not an excuse. You have such a huge platform. Millions of people watch your show every day. And the reasoning behind you making mistakes, which are very bad mistakes, because this is a vaccine mistake. You need to take the vaccine. Dude, taking the vaccine is something that everybody should do. I think the WHO guidelines should be followed. Everybody should follow the WHO guidelines. And getting the vaccine is a good thing. That's a good thing. That's a great thing. It's a great thing. Everybody should get the vaccine so we can end the pandemic and go on with our lives. Like, this has been going on for too long. But yeah, Joe Rogan, you really don't know what you're talking about. You're really not that entertaining. You're really just stupid. I don't like the guy's show. I don't even enjoy his show. I fucking don't like the guy. I've never liked the guy. He's just a stupid bonghead to me, man. Like, let me edit something on this motherfucker. He should take the fucking vaccine. Let's do this. That's funny, right, guys? But anyways, man, I'm out. Peace.